On the surface, they were the perfect family, a successful husband, a devoted wife, and two beautiful children. But behind closed doors, subtle lies began to creep in. Late nights at the office, secret messages, and a boss who seemed just a little too interested. What started as suspicion soon unraveled into betrayal so shocking, it would change everything. Tonight, we dive into the story of Ethan and Claire, and the night their carefully crafted life came crashing down. Welcome to Breakup Cheater, where hidden truths, broken vows, and stories of heartbreak come alive. Tonight's tale will take you deep into a marriage that looked perfect from the outside but was rotting in secret from within. Sit back, get comfortable, and let's begin. Ethan Miller was a 38-year-old entrepreneur who had spent the last 10 years building his company and his life in the bustling city of Seattle. He wasn't just building a business. He was building a future with his wife, Claire Miller, a 34-year-old rising star in corporate marketing. Together, they were raising two children, a boy and a girl, in a modern suburban home that, to everyone who saw it, looked like the picture of stability. Their friends often envied them, saying things like, "You two are the perfect couple," or "Nothing could ever shake what you have." From the outside, that seemed true. Ethan adored his wife, loved his children, and worked hard to provide for them. Claire was polished, elegant, and successful, the kind of woman who seemed to have it all. But Ethan had begun noticing changes. Subtle at first, but impossible to ignore. Over the past 6 months, Claire had grown distant. Her laughter at dinner felt forced. She was glued to her phone late at night, smiling at messages she never shared. Work obligations multiplied. Late-night meetings, weekend trips, networking dinners, and the occasional girls' night that seemed to come too often. Ethan's friends told him not to worry. Marriages have phases, they said. She's just stressed with her career. And Ethan wanted to believe that. But the gnawing feeling in his chest told him otherwise. The tipping point came one evening when Claire's boss, Daniel Hartman, a 40-year-old tech CEO, invited both of them to an exclusive networking event at his luxurious penthouse overlooking downtown Seattle. Daniel was the type of man who radiated power, sharp suits, slick charm, and a smile that never quite reached his eyes. He always seemed too comfortable around Claire, his hand lingering on her arm when they spoke, his gaze a little too familiar. Ethan had brushed it off before. After all, what kind of man would invite a married couple to his home if something inappropriate was going on? Still, the unease lingered. On the night of the party, Ethan and Claire walked into the glittering penthouse. Floor-to-ceiling windows displayed the Seattle skyline, and a live jazz band played as guests sipped champagne. Claire looked breathtaking in a black dress, her confidence lighting up the room. Ethan smiled with pride but couldn't shake the heaviness in his chest. As the night unfolded, Claire mingled effortlessly with colleagues, including Daniel, who played the gracious host. Everything seemed ordinary, until Claire excused herself, saying she was going to catch up with an old friend in a quieter part of the penthouse. Ethan nodded, not wanting to appear controlling. But this time he couldn't let go of the feeling. 15 minutes later, unable to suppress his instincts, Ethan slipped away from the crowded living room. He wandered through the halls until he reached a dimly lit terrace garden. There, hidden by shadows, he froze when he heard voices. One was Daniel's, smooth, cocky, and laced with alcohol. The other belonged to a man Ethan didn't know. "I don't know how she manages it," Daniel said with a laugh. "Claire just walks out of her husband's arms and into mine like it's nothing. Last weekend at the waterfront hotel. Unreal." Ethan's heart stopped. His stomach twisted. The other man warned, "You're playing with fire. What if her husband finds out?" Daniel scoffed. "Ethan's too busy running his company to notice. Claire knows how to keep secrets. Smarter than most women I've been with." The words cut deeper than a knife. His wife, the woman he trusted more than anyone, wasn't just betraying him. She was being treated like a conquest, a casual fling, nothing more. Ethan's hands shook with rage, but he didn't storm out. He forced himself to think clearly. That night Ethan said nothing. He returned home with Claire, laughing and smiling as though nothing had changed. But inside he was already making a plan. Over the next 2 weeks, Ethan became someone else. Cold, calculating, patient. He installed discreet tracking apps on Claire's phone. He gained access to her email. He even hired a private investigator. Slowly, piece by piece, the truth unfolded. Text messages, hotel receipts, photographs, phone records. Everything confirmed what he had overheard. The affair had been going on for half a year. Secret hotel meetups, late-night calls, and business trips that were nothing but lies. Ethan's heart broke with every discovery, but his resolve hardened. He would not confront her in private. He would expose her in a way neither she nor Daniel would ever recover from. A month later, Daniel hosted another grand networking event. This time, with even more influential guests in attendance. Ethan knew it was the perfect stage. Midway through the evening, Ethan stepped away and asked for the microphone. The room quieted. Claire, standing beside Daniel, looked on curiously. "To my wife, Claire," Ethan began, his voice calm but firm. "For 10 years you've been my partner, my love, the mother of my children. We've built a life together that I thought could never be broken. But tonight I learned something every husband dreads." Claire's face drained of color. Daniel shifted uncomfortably. Ethan continued. "Sometimes the person you trust the most has the darkest secrets." He pressed a button, and the projector screen behind him came to life. The room gasped as images of Claire and Daniel appeared. Grainy photos of them entering hotels, screenshots of flirtatious texts, even audio recordings of their late-night conversations. The crowd erupted in whispers. Claire stood frozen, mortified, while Daniel tried to make a discreet exit, but too many eyes were already on him. Ethan's voice cut through the silence. "Secrets don't stay buried forever. And now everyone knows the truth." The fallout was immediate. Within days, Ethan filed for divorce, securing custody of his children. Daniel's reputation collapsed, and under public scandal, he was forced to resign from his company. As for Claire, she lost everything: her marriage, her career standing, and the trust of everyone who once respected her. Ethan, though scarred, felt free. He rebuilt his life, not with vengeance at his core, but with a determination to reclaim his peace and protect his children. In the end, the sweetest revenge wasn't just exposing the betrayal. It was moving forward stronger than ever. Thank you for staying with us through this gripping story of betrayal, heartbreak, and ultimate justice. If this tale struck a chord with you, don't forget to like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. What would you have done if you were in Ethan's shoes? We'd love to hear your perspective. And of course, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss another powerful story from Breakup Cheater. Until next time, stay sharp, stay aware, and remember, secrets always surface.